A warm welcome to another one of my videos on this Al My Geld channel. It's Thursday, and that means that on Saturday it's race day with my old Merc. So last time the last video I uploaded was a practice video where we did some practice with the old car and did well. In the meantime, there was a race which I wanted to record, but I was way too excited because it was my first time. So yeah, there's kind of a tradition already. So first thing, replace cylinder number 6 spark plug, which I already have. Now I need to go to my dad's house so that we can do the fuel tuning and some timing tuning, just to make sure she's happy. She's an old girl, she's got a lot of Ks on her. So for those of you who don't know, it's a 1971 280 SE W108 with a 13980 engine. It's currently pushing negative 200 horsepower because the engine has seen way better days. But yeah, in the meantime, here are some cold starts. So that was the 55's cold start, and now for the old girl. So just some background. The reason why I do all of this, not gonna say preventative stuff before race day, is this car's mileage is severely unknown, and it's probably severely high. And I've been beating on it quite a while. Look at the smoke. So this motor has really seen better days, but it's never let me down. So I'm gonna drive it until it blows up. Yeah, my father learned on cars like these, so he's kind of an expert, probably one of the people with the highest expertise when it comes to classic Mercs in our country, which, for those of you who know, I live in Africa. So yeah, right now, fuel station, and yeah, then we're gonna go do some tuning. So this is the day before race day. This is Chris, everybody. And look at sunset, and we're in a JDM Nissan van, and everything is written in Japanese. I'm having the authentic Japanese lifestyle JDM moment right here. Hey, wonderful good morning. It is officially race day. So yesterday we did some more stickering on the car. I actually have a new sponsor. So Super Quick, they are now sponsoring my brakes and anything tire related basically, as well as SignFactory. So those are currently my main sponsors. You know, just I'm really appreciative of companies seeing the vision and the effort that I do to create exposure for them. So I'm really honored to work with both SignFactory and Super Quick. Currently I am heading to Simot in the Bucky going to buy some oil because this car uses a lot of it. Okay, so welcome to pre-race prep. As we all know, this is an M139.0 motor. It has the SL cylinder head on it. So it is a 10.5:1 compression ratio motor. And then my phone almost fell. It currently has either a broken oil ring or a messed up valve stem seal, valve guide on cylinder number 6, so I constantly have to change spark plugs. So 1 through 5 have done one race and about 100 kilometers on the road, and 6 has done about 100 kilometers on the road. So what I did is, because these spark plugs are so damn cheap, I bought the store's entire stock. So this car takes BP6ES. It's a regular spark plug, point gap should be 08, and yeah, I've got some Motul 10W40 Turbo Light. Why do I use Turbo Light? Well, you see, Turbo Light costs about half of what the 10W60 costs, and this is a 10W40. And this engine burns about 1 liter of oil every 100 kilometers, and on the racetrack you can just multiply that by a lot. So I'm not prepared to spend a stupid amount of money on oil if it's anyways just going to burn it. It's an engine designed for mineral oil, so any synthetic oil that it gets is pretty much better than stock. As long as the viscosity is good, which I think 10W40 is perfectly fine, this Motul should do just good. I also have some Motul .5.1 brake fluid, which we are going to put in there as well. However, only once we're at the track. We're going to do a brake system flush quickly. So first ritual is check the oil level. I filled it up about 100 k's ago when I came back from the track, and yeah, it's low. It's under empty, so luckily it's still reading on the dipstick. Watch me make a mess of this. Oh wow. Ah, and I made a mess of it. Yeah. Never celebrate too soon. Okay, so generally, I don't like to brag, but this is an engine with probably 400,000 k's on it. And it is nice and clean inside. This motor gets regular oil changes. It is extremely clean in there. So, motor's health is probably not that bad, however it is bad, if you know what I mean. Okay, so to the spark plugs. As you can see by the look of them compared to the rest of the engine, they are basically brand new. However, these are about 13 Namibian dollars each. It's Simot, which is what, 50 cents in US dollar terms. So I might just as well replace all of them. Okay, so these, cylinder 1 through to 6. This is cylinder number 1. This has done one race day and about 100 kilometers on the road, and I'm very happy with how this looks. The same goes for cylinder number 2, same for 3, the same for 4, the same for 5, and then we get cylinder number 6. This spark plug is literally 2 days old, and yeah, that's why she's burning oil. Okay, so we are officially on our way to the track. Me and Chris. There's Chris with his 1.8 CTI, and I've got some supplies, including a ton of spark plugs, which I'll need plenty of. My biggest concern going into today is not whether the car's going to be reliable or not. My biggest concern is whether or not it will overheat, which I really hope it won't. But it's going to be hot out today, and the cooling system isn't the best, so let's see what it does. So we've made it to the track with Chris right here, muscle man, and gonna install transponder now. Car's in perfect health. I checked everything this morning. Chris's car's also doing well, and I hope to get some nice footage while driving. However, I don't have a camera crew here today, so let's see what we can do. Okay, situation as follows. We're doing parade lap now. Got some nice cars pulling up here, especially this MK2 Escort. Chris is behind me. Let 69 and 420 go behind each other. Okay, so I just finished qualifying. I'll put the footage in right now. The car's handling great. The new tires I installed are actually worse than the old ones. I went from 205 70/14s to 235 60s, I think. And they actually handle worse than the old ones. So much for that. Francois Lotring from Namibia Motor Media is currently installing a few GoPros. Francois, you want to say hello to my YouTube?
Julle moet hierdie ou dop hou, né? Hy ry soos 'n besetene. You go. Carolines, you go. Huh? Make the world small.
I will.
Go for it.
Thanks. Okay, so the classic cars are back in the pits. Clubman's is lining up right now. Got a few nice fast cars in there. How did your Golfie do?
Surprisingly better than expected.
Is it?
Yeah, so struggling a bit on the oil pressure when we reach 120 on the oil temperature. So around about 0.5 on idle, but
As long as there's still some.
as long as it still drives. I hear all these little four cylinders and then the V8.
Okay, so I kind of forgot to record this, but we're now starting heat 1. Looks like I qualified second because I'm starting second last. It's a reverse grid for this first race. Here we go.
Oh, goodness. Hey, good evening.
Jullie wat rare zijn bezig, hij wil zien het lap niet doen niet. Door hij is rare zijn bezig. Dat is thuis bij elkaar, dames en heren, wij twee jagen elkaar lekker bij eerste plek. 4-3 mensen draaien gekregen op die laatste draai. Daar komen we op die lange draai aan. Jullie overgaan zijn bezig, draai. Kijk daar komt ze staan, maar zeker daar maar klaar, hij is bij elkaar klaar, hij is aan het feest daar. Genoeg kracht, maar nou bij die Samsung aan voorbij kijken. Zoveel als mogelijk kracht eruit, dan zie je het uit krijgen. Dat lijkt al voor mij de Ankerhuis is. Die jongen niks te staan. Hij is wat een lekker thuis was dit geweest.
Okay, so I'm on my way back to the pits. This was heat 1 out of 3, so just a quick recap. How the point system works is basically we have 3 heats, you get points per heat, and based upon that you get your final end positioning. So yes, I won the first heat. Doesn't mean much though, all goal has to stay reliable. Okay, so with heat 1 out of the way, Clubman's is having their first heat after qualifying. Let's have a quick look. Alright, so while I was working on the car, just bolt and nut checking it, guy with the Alpha was doing the same. Quite a big accident happened. Ambulance has been dispatched. Everybody looks okay because we saw the people walking, but as we both know, that doesn't mean shit. So once I have more information on what exactly happened and who exactly was involved, I'll probably find out more after the race. I'll inform you guys. But this is racing and this type of stuff happens, and I think this was now a wake-up call for some of the classic car drivers to just take it a bit easy, because these cars are not replaceable. You don't get these cars every day. So yeah, I think that was just a reminder for everybody to just take it easy and that this is a non-contact sport.
So whoever drives behind Karl-Heinz is not using any fuel.
Okay, so we are going to line up now for heat number 2. Of course, heat number 1 was very successful. The idea is just to keep the car in one piece and get her home safely. I added about 1 liter of oil, and she seems happy. She's good, has really good oil pressure. The engine temperature is bit high, but nothing to be worried about. It's about 85, 87 degrees, which is still good. It has an 80-degree thermostat. It's just that when it goes over 90 and it starts to warm up, then it warms up very quickly. So then I become a bit nervous. Here we go.
Qualifying legs by baie lekker, die manne is lekker 20 hier op die baan. Karl-Heinz wat lekker tye insit, lyk dit vir my. En die Mercedes agter hom, ek dink ons gaan 'n two-way Mercedes battle hê vandag.
Okay, so heat 2 recap. I believe there was a bit of an unfair advantage given to some people upon we have a handicap, so they basically want everybody to finish equally at the end of the race, you know. So the slower cars get a handicap, and I believe that some vehicles were given a larger handicap than they should have been, but that's fine. I think I came third. I just couldn't catch up. It was just impossible. Didn't have the power. I drove the piss out of it. Didn't like it, but I did it. I replaced spark plug on cylinder number 6. It was a bit black. Let's see if I can find it in the trash. No, I can't. So yeah, I replaced cylinder number 6 spark plug. I'm gonna check the oil again now, and I just hope she's happy, you know. Okay, so a little update what the handicap is concerned. There was a miscalculation. We did sort it out. It was a trial, it was a test. Currently, the whole vintage series is still a test. That's why we are running production cars without roll cages and so on. We are testing the series and testing what works in order to, for example, give a 1300 Beetle a chance to actually win the race against, you know, Alphas and tuned Escorts and Mercs, I guess. I'm still the second fastest car on the track in terms of lap time, but because of that unfair handicap that was given, I just couldn't catch up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to racing now again with the correct handicap in place. Hopefully the win is now out of the question due to, I think, third or fourth finish. But second or third place is still manageable. Okay, so just as I finished recording that previous clip, they called us to line up. You can probably hear in the background. My engine temp did get a bit high on the previous run, but that was because I was pushing really hard with this poor old car. So let's hope that now it will be a bit better. Okay, so this was the end of third heat. That concludes the vintage car racing or classic car racing for the year. We'll be racing again in March, which is a long pause, but that's fine. We have a lot of time to work on our cars. Clubman's just finished. Didn't take any footage of their racing now. But yeah, so qualifying second, heat 1 first, heat 2 fourth, because of the mess up on the handicap, and heat 3 second. So heat 3 was red flagged, so I think we ended 1 lap early, which could have been in my favor because my engine started pre-detonating on timing like nobody's business. It's just our Namibian fuel isn't very good. Together with the high temperatures, it's probably 35, 37 degrees Celsius. It's probably what, 110 Fahrenheit, I've got no idea. Yeah, so with the engine becoming hot, the fuel becoming hot, the far advanced timing, it was just too much for the fuel to handle. So I was actually really glad that the session got ended a bit early.
Die volgorde, ons begin agter. Christoph, jy's in derde plek. Dis Christoph hier. Daar is hy. Hy gaan op derde plek in die Hy het 'n bietjie verstandig in die reis, maar ons het opgepak. Ons het maar weer opgelet aan die groot karre. Dan in tweede plek. Jongens, julle ouens moet eintlik vir iemand sponsorship gee vir Olie. Want hy kar kom nog loop meer as wat hy ry. Karl Heinz met sy Mercedes. Die man in eerste plek het so 'n bietjie gremlins gehad wat hy gebeklei het vandag. Hy so in en uit in die pits gewees. Maar hy het dit gemaak. Gillian met die eerste plek.
Yes, dankie.
I'm not going to put my toes in there. So, this is the closing of the video. Me and some friends on the swimming pool. Chris right there. Chris, how are you feeling? I'll have to bleep that out. So yeah, I'd like to take a moment to thank my sponsors. So that would be Super Quick. They can help you with all of your tire needs. Also SignFactory, when it comes to signage and that type of stuff, there you'll go to. And then also 2 channel sponsors, which would be Auto Care Center and also Laser Creations Namibia. I'd like you guys to check them out. Yeah, show the sponsors some love. Have a great day. This was an awesome event. Came second place again, and Alt Mocha is reliable, so I'm happy. Have a great one, guys.